Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We start with the Mangalachan. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुत्पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगुणं रघुनाथन्वतीमं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सागरललिता विशाखवितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपीशिका गोपीकांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधा वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नित्यनामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय ओम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत तथा शिवासादि गौर भक्ता वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Your humble obeisance to Sri Sri Govinda, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Namaste Rasprabhuji, His Holiness Jagtaka Swami Guru Maharaj, and His Namaste Rasprabhuji. Okay, so we are into chapter 9, the Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam, the most confidential knowledge. And we did till 8.9.3, I guess. Yes, and from there, we discussed about the Raj Vidya. What is the qualification received? One was free of envy, proper hearing, and relief from miseries, benefits, nine devotional services. 100 for the glorification, Raj Vidya, king of all knowledge. Why we are into this world? Because of the desires, the Vidya, which is leading us to the various bodies again and again for various janmas. So having faith is the most important thing. We discussed about the three kinds of faith, Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari. From here we come to the part Achintya Bheda Bhed. Achintya means inconceivable. Right, so Krishna in the fourth, this part 4 to 10 we will discuss. So Krishna pervades, creates. Krishna is the relationship. What is the Krishna's relationship with the material world? So Krishna is from where everything pervades. He is the creator. He creates. He also annihilates the entire cosmos through his material energy. Devi Shangunamai Mama Maya Duratya, his own Maya, right? Although Krishna is the supreme director, the material world nevertheless moves independently and Krishna thus remains neutral and detached, right? The material world, because just by glancing at the Prakriti, he impregnated the Prakriti, and living entities are here, and Paramatma is everywhere residing. So he is just Sakshi, he is just present there. So the material world nevertheless moves independently, right? And Krishna thus remains neutral and detached, right? Who he is the supreme director. Everything is direct. He is the cause of all causes. So material creation is done by him only, right? Ultimately, the Brahma is coming from him only, and then the material world is created. He is the supreme director. Now, it's not the immediate director, but the supreme director, right? Rest all, but he is aloof, right? So achintya bheda bhed. Achintya means inconceivable oneness, and bhed means there is no difference. Oneness means there is no difference between different living entity, right? So by quality, yes, the soul and the super soul and the god, it's all made up of the Satchidanand Swarupa, right? So it is, it is always all full of knowledge, eternal, and having full blissfulness, right? All anand it is having, right? So oneness is there, but it is abheda also, difference in the quantity, right? Difference of the supreme personality godhead and its energies, right? We are the part and parcel of the supreme, right? We are the eternal servitor of the Lord, right? So that is the difference, right? So this is the, this is the philosophy given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So 9.4, how he, everything is pervaded from him. It is mentioned here. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matasthani sarva bhutani nacha hameteshva avastataha. Hare Krishna. Translation, please, Madani.
By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So in this, Lord Himself is saying, by me, Maya Tatam, Idam Sarvam, in my unmanifested form, right? This entire universe is pervaded. Jagat Avyakta. Avyakta means unmanifested, right? Unmanifested form. In my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. From Him only everything pervades, right? Matasthani Sarvabhutani. All beings are me. All beings are in Him only. All are in Him, right? Because everything is coming from him, right? So all beings are him, but I am not in them, right? But he is not, he is aloof from the, he is aloof from the whatever activities, whatever activities, whatever desires are there. He is aloof from that, right? He is not coming in between those desires, right? Whatever will we have, he is letting us the minute independence that we have, he is letting us to do that. Okay, you can desire, it is as per your will. Yatha, in the end of the chapter also, in the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has also said, Yatha ichyate tatha kurus. Whatever now, after telling all the Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna tells him, right, whatever you want, I have imparted all the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, but now, whatever you want or whatever your will is, you do that, and you do Yatha ichyase tatha kurus. So he is also saying that. So all beings are me, but I am not in them. Right? 9.5 न च मतस्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम् भूतब्रह्म च भूतोस्था ममात्मा bhutavanaha. 9.5, right? And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Beyond, behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all the living entities, and although I am everywhere, still myself is the very source of creation, right? So he is saying it because he is from him everything is pervaded unmanifested, right? In the 9.5 he is saying that yet everything that is created does not rest in me, right? He is the creator, but it is not resting upon me. He is saying that, behold my mystical ability. This is mystic, right? This is inconceivable. We cannot even imagine it, how it is being happening. Everything is coming from him, but still he is saying, yet everything is created does not rest in. Whatever creation is there does not rest in me. It is not resting on it. Is it is coming out, and in the universe he is manifesting all the universe. He is, he is from him everything is coming, but it is not resting in him, right? It is the energy of the Lord which is, which is there. So behold, he is the creator, but still he is aloof. This is mystic opulence, yogam ashwaram. He is the lord of mystic, right? He is the yogeshwara, right? So although I am the maintainer, he is also the maintainer, right? Everything he has created, now he has to maintain it. So although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, he is present everywhere as Paramatma, right? Still myself is the very source of creation, right? Mama Atma Bhuta Bhavana, right? So all everything is created. He is the creator, right? And the 9.6, he says, as the mighty wind blowing everywhere. He gives the example, right? He is the mighty wind blowing everywhere, always rests in ethereal space, right? Know that in that same manner, all beings rest in me, right? For example, this, all the air which is blowing, it is resting in the, in this, in the cloud or in the atmosphere only. So that atmosphere, you cannot see the atmosphere. How this, all this wind blowing, is resting in the ethereal space, right? It is resting in the space outside the atmosphere. That is, there is all space. So between this earth and space, there is wind. So wind is resting between the space only. Since it is, similarly he's saying, similarly all beings are being rested in me, right? So in the similar pattern, right? He is the creator. He has created something. They are resting as if, the wind is blowing, and it is created in between the space. It is there, and it is resting like that. It is not like he's holding in his hand, or rather, one Prabhupada gives the example. For example, one takes takes all the, some soil in his hand, or some sand in his hand. So if it is, if you open it, then what will happen? All the sand will flow, right? If you tilt it all, so it's something has to be rested upon something, right? Like that, he uses the example, right? The sand, like if you leave the sand, then everything will be dropped. But if it is holded, then it will be, it will be together. So it is that force, it is the creation, the Lord is that force which is basically holding the, holding the sand. If one doesn't hold, then it will all fall, right? So here we will. So most confident, mystic opulence. So living entities do not rest upon Krishna. He is saying, it is not resting on Yogam Ashwaram, inconceivable mystic opulences of the Lord. Right? Everything that is created does not rest in me. He says, right? Implies all the everything rests in him. Still, he is aloof and not directly concerned with the maintenance. Right? He is not directly, because we are the desirer. The one, a living entity is desiring, and the, three modes of material nature are acting, right? So although he has created, he is nirguna, right? He has created all the three modes of material nature. He has created everything is, material world. He has created him, but now he is aloof, right? Now he is not concerned with the daily maintenance, right? Daily maintenance, not like Atlas, who is tired of holding globe, right? It is not like, some globe is there, the globe, in which, what the globe is rested upon some human being, right? Some human being is hosting. It is not like that. That example cannot be given here, right? That someone is, holding literally in the hand, that and getting tired. Not, it's not. He is the creator. He has created. Now the maintainer is going on. Maintaining is going on. So how is aloof? Income examples, income, inconceivable opulences. Avyayam, iteraya. Inconceivable opulences is, he is present in the Goloka Vrindavan also. He is present in coming to the earth, at the time of Dwapar Yuga. He is coming here also. He is coming, Krishna himself is coming, although he is residing always in the, Golok Vrindavan. So this is, this is being aloof. This is being aloof, right? It is inconceivable, right? How he is there and how he is still aloof, right? Avyayam, eternally everlasting. It is eternally everlasting. So 9.7. O son of Kunti, at the end of millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature. Right? When everything is annihilated, right? For example, the Brahma, the Brahma in the daytime, everything is manifested, but during the unmanifested time, or during the life cycle of Brahma finishes when. So where everyone will rest into his nature, right? And at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. So again the manifestation, again the Brahma Lord will come again. He as will have the 311 trillion years, 40 billion years, right? That will be his age. Again, the 100 years will be there. Again he will live again, and the millennium will be created. So again and again, the kalpas will be there, right? Huge kalpa, thousand kalpas will be there. So various kalpas are there. Kalpas, four yugas are there. So like that, various kalpas and yugas will be there. So again and again material nature is coming, but where it is resting when everything is finished, again into again his nature is again into the Vishnu. When everything, everything rests due to their desires, and then again when it is again manifested, a Brahma comes, and again, after millions of years, he creates the lokas, and again, everything, the life cycle starts, right? So by him, but whose potency is there, whose energy? He has the all six opulences. One of the six opulence, and one is all strength. He has all the strength, so his potency is there. I create them again. Again and again he is creating. The whole cosmic order, again 9.8, the whole cosmic order is under me, and by my will it is manifested again and again, and by my will it is annihilated at the end, right? Even at the Lord Shiva, when he devastates, he annihilates on this earth, then what happens? He sees Krishna, he sees Vishnu, that okay, is it time, okay, then he starts the Tandava, and everything is finished, right? So everyone, by his will, only his will is there, then only everything is annihilated. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached, treated as though neutral, right? He says this again and again in this chapter. Again, he will say, so, Samoham Sarve Bhuteshu, right? He is equal to all. He is not neither partial to no one, right? Namedveshu Stinapriya. He does not envy anyone, right? He does not envy anyone. So again and again, he is not partial, right? He does not, all this work cannot bind me, right? Because we have something in our desire which is binding, which have something related to the Sato Guna, related to the Rajo Guna, related to Tamo Guna, which is binding us, right? Because we are not above the three modes of material nature, we are not transcendental to the three modes of material nature. That's why the reactions are binding, the karmas are binding us. In the previous chapter, we learned that Krishna tells us again and again that become Arjuna become transcendental to the three modes of material nature. If you become transcendental to the three modes of material nature, then no reaction, no karmic action will bind you. So he is transcendental, he is nirguna, everything is emanating from him, right? So no work can bind him, no reaction, no work can bind him. I am ever detached, seated as though neutral. He is always neutral, right? Because everything is emanating from him. He has no duty to do, right? He has no duty to still, still for the devotees, still to deliver the devotees, and to annihilate the miscreants. He comes again and again, millennium after millennium, right? Patranam sadhunam vinashayata dushkitam. He comes dharma samsthapanartha, to establish the principles of religion. Sambhavami yuge yuge. He comes after millennium, right? For paritranayam sadhuna, for to deliver the pious and annihilate the miscreants, right? Like this, he comes. Text reads the Lord Krishna's relationship with creation and destruction, right? He is the creator and he is the destroyer, right? So discussion of Lord Krishna's relationship with creation and destruction is the material world and inferior energy, right? The material energy is the inferior energy. We are the marginal energy because we are coming from the Lord, right? Because it is all Sachidan Swarupa, right? So what is happening, since we are on the quality we are same, so we are marginal energy. Just because we are not serving the superior energy, which is the Lord, that's why we are serving whom? We are serving inferior energy. If we serve the inferior energy, then we get degraded, right? The marginal energy should serve the superior energy, right? One wants to elevate, one doesn't wants to reduce his quality of life, reduce his his position, fundamental position, right? So how Krishna refutes the modern concept of evolution, right? The modern concept is there is gradual evolution of species, right? The Darwin theory, right? From one to another, beginning from creation, and this is the Darwin theory, where it says, there was one single cell, from there basically multicellular mind, then from that multicellular, everything is created, it is like that, but in between, between lifestyle, you cannot even define. There are 84 lakh species, right? 84 lakh yonis are there, 84 lakh yonis are there. One cannot even differentiate how from there, what are the mid parts, what are the mid parts and becoming from there to coming to human. One cannot, this evolution, the Darwin theory itself is a theory, right? He himself does not believe that much, he himself does not believe that much, and he says that okay, this is not even possible, right? So that is, that is the state of, state of modern science, right? Modern concept. Earlier what used to happen, the scientist and the philosopher, the scientist and the practical person or the religious person, they're only one, that was a one single person. It was not like the modern science is different. The person who is applying science and who is doing the self-relation was one person only. So he was, engaged in the true science, right? What is the absolute truth? He was engaged in finding out the absolute truth, right? Modern science is different, right? It is all, it was all bogus only. So Krishna's creation, all species of life are created immediately along with the universe at the beginning of creation, right? How all species are created? Immediately. Krishna's creations all immediately along with the universe at the beginning of creation, and not one after another, right? You cannot see, first this came, but then that came. No. Then and there, there is there. So not one after another, based on desires and past deeds of living entities, right? So along all species are created immediately. As soon as the, as soon as this, this material world is created, whatever desires one had in the, in the residing in the Vishnu, the Brahma creates, then what happens? Whatever desire, last desire one had couldn't attain the Goloka Vrindavan, right? It will happen, and what will happen? Whatever last desire was there, right? Whatever consciousness one has made up of, again he will be put into that body, right? So how material world is maintained if Krishna is Parmeshwara is aloof? So Krishna's supreme will is always present, right? The will of the supreme will is always present. He wanted to, in the supreme will is always there. No direct involvement of the Lord. He himself does not create or destroy. You can see that whatever happening in your life is not direct involvement, right? No direct involvement of this. He has some managers. He has some managers. Even they also, they also not doing. It is all karmic reaction, right? It is all the karmic reaction. What is the basis of creation? Desires, right? So Krishna supreme will, everything is definitely under supreme will of the Lord, because he enters as three Vishnus forms and to Mahatattva to create, right? The Mahavishnu comes, and from there the Garbhodakshay Vishnu comes, who creates various material energy. From there, in every atoms, then enters the Shirodakshay Vishnu. The three Vishnus come. No direct involvement, because the material nature acts by Lord's desire, right? Which implies Krishna has no direct involvement, right? But acts through material nature. Three modes of material nature he is acting through that. What is the basis of creation? Creation takes place to accommodate inclinations or the desires of the various living entities. So this material world is why it is there. One will think that why it is there then. Why we are here? Because of the desires. Nothing more than that. We have some desires, we had some karmic actions which needs to be taken care of, some positive, some negative. It should be completed. One, if it is not completed, and one is not come to the state of Anyabhidashita Shunyam, no desires that is remaining, then he cannot go to the Golok, Vrindavan, Vaikuntha planets, because there is some desire. For that, one needs to stay in this material world, from the Brahma Loka to the lower planets of Patal Loka, right? All the 14 planets are there just because of the desires, right? 9.10. Madhyakshena prakrti suyate sacharana characharam hetunanena kaunteya jagad vipari vartate. Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
This
Krishna.
material nature is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings. By its rule and this manifestation, it's created and annihilated again and again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So who is the supreme will is there? The material nature working under direction, his direction, right? The three modes of material nature. Who is the head? The supreme Lord is there. The supreme will is always there. What the supreme will wants, right? It is always there. O son of Kunti, and it is producing all moving and unmoving beings, right? So material nature is creating all this, all these rivers, all these seas, all these hills, all these mountains, right? Everything is he is creating, right? It is creating moving and unmoving beings, right? By its rule, this manifestation is created, right? So by the rule of the Lord, by its rule, by the rule of the Lord, under under the by the rule of the material nature, under the guidance of under the supreme will of the Lord, everything is created and annihilated again and again, right? So there is always desire. So supreme will is there. Okay, this is the yoga, right? This is again and again. This all happens, right? 9.11, 15. Who are the non-worshippers and the worshippers, right? 11, 12. Fools who think Krishna is an ordinary human being possessing a temporary form become atheists and are defeated in their endeavors, right? 13 to 15 will be definition and qualifications of a Mahatma, right? Who are the worshippers? Who are the non-worshippers? 11, 12 non-worshippers and worshippers 13 to 15, right? So 9.11. Avajananti mamudha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajnananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. So in this shloka one can remember also. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. Right? So avajananti ma mudha. Mudha means fools. So fools deride me when I descend in the human form. Right? They do not know my transcendental nature and my supreme dominion over all that be. Right? Because Krishna was present, Kamsa couldn't see. Krishna was present, Shakuni couldn't see. Krishna was present, Duryodhana couldn't see. Krishna was present, Shishupala couldn't see. Various examples are there, right? He was present here, he was present in this, on this earth in the Dwapar Yuga. He came here, not long back, just 5200 years ago, right? Just that much only. Not, it's not like, it has not crores of crores and million, millions of years has gone. No, just 5200 years ago he was present here physically. He was present here physically, he was present here, right? Physically you can see him, he was present there. But Lord is present, the Supreme Lord Himself is present, the Krishna Himself has come. But still, the fools cannot digest Him, cannot even, and they envious of Him, and they were atheists, right? So the fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They think that He is some yogi Baba has come, some mystic, some mystic person has come, some mystic human has come. They thought like that. Some mystic humor has come. Only the devotees, the Pandavas, the Bhishma Pitama, right? Only they can see, right? The Vidura, right? The Kunti Mata, right? They only could see that who is Krishna, right? They always knew that, he is the supreme personality of Godhead, right? They knew. So Jananti, right? Who Jananti? By Jananti is, Ava Jananti, not do not know someone. Jananti, Janna means to know someone, Ava Jananti, not knowing, right? So Jananti, we will learn understanding, knowing about Lord Krishna in truth leads to liberation. Right? It is a Janma Karma cha Medevyam evam yoveti tatvata tvaktva devam punarjanman naiti mameti shu Arjuna. One who one who knows, Krishna says, one who knows his appearance and activities will not take his birth again in this world. Of this there is no doubt. He says like that, right? So one who knows, right? So he will not take birth again. So knowing about Krishna, the Lord Krishna in truth leads to liberation. So one wants to liberate it from here, then one should know who is Krishna, how he has appeared, what are his activities, right? That's why we learn about the Leelas, right? All this. Ajanandi, ignorance of Lord. Now, one who doesn't knows the Lord. Ajananti, right? Doesn't know an ignorance of the Lord, Krishna, continue in the cycle of birth and death. One who does not acknowledge so what will happen to them? They will come again and again, right? Again and again. जो नित्य शाश्वत हो पुराण right again and again dehinosmin yathade kaumaram yomanam ja dehinosmin yathade again and again birth will take place again. Avajananti misunderstanding about Krishna, right? Ajananti ignorance of the Lord. Avajananti misunderstanding about Krishna will lead to increased bondage, and greater sufferings are awaiting, right? Increased bondage to the material world, increased bondage to the material life, increase bondage to the material nature, right? Whatever is there, with the even if one is bonded to the best example is the Bharat Maharaj, right? He was bonded. He had a great, he had a pure heart. He was a very pure heart. He was a very pious person. Went to very early stage of life. He went for self-lash, and that is also good. So everything going okay. He is a very pious person, right? Excellent administrator, right? Everything is done good. Excellent involvement in the yagna, right? He does the yagna, but just due to the attachment or bondage with the deer, what happened? Next life he became the deer. So greater sufferings are awaiting, right? So greater suffering. So what leads to, various attachment is there. Much lower we come, pride is there. Much lower, greed is there. Much lower, false prestige. Much lower will come the anger, the ignorance, the lust, right? Much lower, the envy. All these are the stages of just greater sufferings, right? So we need to remove it. So how to remove it? Through Hare Krishna Mahamantra, right? We chant Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. It will purify all these, all these things. So all these things will be purified. So if we are purified out of lust, out of envy, out of ignorance, out of anger, false prestige, what will happen? We will be qualified. We will be becoming qualified to meet the Lord, right? We will qualified to serve the Lord, right? 12. Moga shamoga karmano moga jnana vichetasah rakshasim asurim chaiva prakrtim mohinim shritah. Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Translation anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demonic and atheistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their creative activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So who are attracted by demonic atheists too? What are the demonic atheists to you? The greed, the lust, the envy. These are all demonic atheists. Being envious of another person. Being envious of another person is one who knows that Paramatma is there. It is a part and parcel of the Lord. How can he be envious, right? How can he be envious? He will know that this person also belongs to the Lord. Just he is, thus he is, he is being not oh, good with me just because of the tamoguna or rajoguna, right? Whatever the guna is, just due to the three modes of material nature. Rest, nothing is there. But the demonic view will be there, and then everything belongs to me. Me will be there. I will be there, right? Everything, but what is happening, but whatever one is doing, it is not because of him, right? The demonic view, and demonic view is as the Ravana. He wanted to go take his all his citizen to the heaven by some staircase. Physically he wants to do, so that is demonic view. He wanted to capture other's wife, right? He wanted to do that. So demonic view, atheistic view, not having faith in the Lord, not accepting, not acknowledging the Lord Krishna, that is atheistic views. So these are thus bewildered. They are bewildered and attracted by demonic atheist view, right? In that deluded condition, right? So there will be conditioning is there, some delusion will be there, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities and their cultural knowledge are all defeated. All the fruitive activities, whatever liberation one was wanting, enjoy life, work is worship, enjoying life, this life is for enjoying. No, bhai, that life is the animal life. The enjoying propensity, having the sense gratification is an animal life, because a king, the king of the jungle is there, the lion is there, the tiger is there, right? He is there for enjoyment. He is there for enjoyment. Whatever he wants, he will kill that, he will eat that. So eating, sleeping, mating, defending, that is done by the animal propensity. That is animal propensity. One, the human life is above the animal propensity, right? This whatever eating, sleeping, mating, defending is done by animal also. But we are above that. We have been given some consciousness. We are given the intelligence. We have to use that. So one is not doing that, having the demonic atheistic view. What will happen? All the culture of knowledge, whatever the culture is applying, whatever there is due, what will happen? It will all be defeated, right? All defeated. So fate of Duratma, the Duratma, he says that Duratma. What happens to Duratma, right? Fate of Duratma, fate of those who out of bewilderment disrespect Krishna's form, right? That, like here the example of Prahlad Maharaj is given, right? The out of atheistic view, or the out of demonic view. No, the Prahlad Maharaj went into Agni. He keep chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. What happened to the sister of the Hiranyakashipu? She burned. She burned, but Prahlad Maharaj did not burn because he has no desire. He has no desire, right? He has pure faith in the Lord, right? So they are attracted, what happens, fate of those who bewildered this with Krishna's form, they're attracted by demonic atheistic view. Hopes for liberation, fruitive activities, and culture of knowledge are all defeated. Whatever hope is there in that I am doing this, that will happen. Jagna was done by Hiranyakashipu also. Right? So all this, all he also does it. But all this knowledge, all this culture of knowledge, all everything is gets defeated. Right? So everything gets defeated. So one cannot think, that this happened. So 9.13. Mahatmanastu mam partha devam prakritim ashritaः bhajanti ananya manasho yatva bhutadim avyayam. Hare Krishna. Translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
O son of Pratha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, originally and inexhaustible. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he's saying, O son of Pratha, O son of Pratha, those who are not deluded, right? First one is deluded. They are deluded due to demons and atheistic view. They find, they find very happiness in that. They find happiness. They are not happy, right? They find happiness and they're all such all things get defeated, right? But who are not deluded, who are not into atheistic views, who are not into the demonic views, what happens to them? Those are the great soul, Mahatmanas are under the protection of the divine nature. The divine nature, Krishna himself is protecting them. Krishna himself takes care of Maititeshu Chapyam. He takes extra efforts, he takes extra efforts for his devotees, right? They are fully engaged in devotional service because they are always trying to always remembering Lord Krishna. Right? So what will happen? Krishna will remember him, right? So devotions are because they know me as the supreme personality Godhead, right? They know that who is the original, who is the inexhaustible, right? They know that supreme personality Godhead is the original person. He is the Purusha, he is inexhaustible, right? No, this is, can someone identify who this person is where, beneath the tree from level one? If someone remembers. Hare Krishna. Can anyone tell who this Mahatma is? He's basically Madhvendra Puri. So he saw Krishna himself. He saw Krishna himself, right? He's sitting inside Sri. He is the Gopala. He saw the Krishna himself. He is Madhvendra Puri. Basically, he is the guru of the he is the Param Guru of Lord Chaitanya, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ishwara Puri was the guru of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Madhvendra Puri was the guru of Ishwara Puri. So in the disciplic succession, if you see the line, 22nd Guru, the disciplic succession, 22nd is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 21st is the Ishwarapuri, and at the 20th, Madhvendra Puri is there. And our Srila Prabhupada is the 32nd disciple, 32nd, right? So like this. So no, so he takes extra care, he takes an extra care, he takes extra protection, he gives the extra protection here to his the divine nature, right? The divine nature is there. 9.14, right? So what does these Mahatmas do? What does they do? What do they do? It is mentioned here. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dadavataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Always chanting my glories, right? The Mahatmas too, always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination. Dridavata, Satatam Kirtayanto man, always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination. Namashyantascha Mam Bhaktya, bowing down before me. Namashyantascha, always bowing before me. Nitya Yukta Upasate, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. Right? Satatam, always chanting. So this is the formula. This is the formula to become a Mahatma, right? To become a pure devotee of the Lord, or become to serve the Lord, right? So one who is in the service of the Lord, how to identify that he is a Mahatma or not? Always chanting his glories. You will be see, and Srila Prabhupada always talking about the Lord, always talking about the Lord, always chanting his glories. He has no business if someone comes and he tells him, Prabhuji, there is this tree and it has a beautiful leaves, and some it feeds something. Then he will stop right there. He will say that why you are telling this to me? Does this all leaves and tree concern to Krishna? No. Then there is no business for him. No business for him. His only business is always chanting his glories, right? Satatam kirtayanto mam. Endeavoring with great determination. At the age of 69, one is going to America, in 1965, and in a cargo ship, where the chances of reaching such at an old age is very minute. Still, with great determination, he went there, and with having just rupees 40, reaching there, nothing he can do with that, and going to Maria with rupees 40, nothing is there. Endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, bowing down always, namashyantascha meaning always bowing is dandavat giving to Lord Krishna, right? These great souls perpetually worship me with devotion, right? So these are the things. So this is the practical, this is the practicality of this book, right? So how one will say that how to the bhakti yoga, how to become a pure devotee. What does a pure devotee does? So this is the formula. This is the formula, right? Satatam kirtan tosma. Everything one relates to the Lord, right? So always, one is in a grasta, he can, always chant with his family. He can organize house program. He can, do some kirtana in the temple, or at the home he can do, right? So this is always chanting. This is, the picture of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who's the guru of, Srila Prabhupada. So the first time when he met, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, it is the first meet of that. It is the picture. He was instructed. You was, as a great English, and you should go in the Western countries, and and teach them the knowledge of Krishna conscious, right? So this is the place. Always chanting. Arjuna is there. Arjuna always chanting the glories of the Krishna, right? Always with great determination he is serving the Lord, right? With great determination, always in devotion, right? Prahlad Maharaj is there. All the snakes are attending. He is in a very very miserable state, that your snakes are attacking. Sometimes someone is burning, sometimes he is being thrown off the cliff. So all these are things are going on. Still, he is always chanting his glories. He has great determination to serve the Lord. He just want to, and at the end, what he said to the Narasimha Dev, he said, and when everyone will from the from here will reach Vaikuntha, then only you take me. Right. So that is the desire of the pure devotee. That is the Vaishnava. Right. So that is the thing one should do. So external activities of Mahatma, right? So always they are doing this. Satatam kirtayantu mam namasyan yatantasya dadavata. Great determination. Namasyantasya mam bhaktya. He is pleading with the Lord. Namasyantasya mam. Then nikta yukta upasate. Right? Perpetual worship me with devotion. With devotion, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is, serving the Lord. Right? ज्ञानयज्ञेन च पेयन्य यजन्तो मामुपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम. हरे कृष्ण. ट्रांसलेशन यू.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
यस. हरे कृष्ण माता जी.
Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the one without a second, as diverse in many, and in the universal form. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण. So one, there are the Mayavadis. There are the Mayavadis, right? The impersonalists, basically, right? The impersonalists, what they do, they are the one who worship, one who knows that there is supreme personality God, right? He was here as a physical form, right? He came here, right? He came here. So one who knows that he will, he will do that satatam kirtana. One who is, one is the one at the stage of reaching the Paramatma, the Dhyana Yoga part, by reaching the Paramatma. What he will do, he will be engaged in cultivation of knowledge through gyan also, right? Worship the supreme Lord, right? There is, the two philosophies. It was given the two philosophies: achintya, bhed abhed. It is unconceivable, and it is oneness also, and it is different also, right? So one who sees oneness is basically, the Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti is, the single point. One is worship is simply Lord as a one without a second, right? Brahmasmi, as diverse in many, and in the universal form. And in the universal form, the material form, the material form, that has diverse in many, right? He says that, everything is Brahmasmi. I am the Lord. I am the Lord. They want to the Brahma Jyoti. So they will realize Paramatma, and from there they will go to the Brahma Jyoti. So through Gyan, through knowledge, right? So there are two kinds of worshippers, right? One is the worshippers of the universal form, and worshippers of the demigods, right? Krishna is the supreme object of worship, but within that, one can worship our universal form or worship the demigod, right? So what happens, we will discuss regarding that. So aham kratur aham yagna swadhanam swadaham aham asudham mantroham aham evajyam aham agnir aham hutam. Hare Krishna. Translation even.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
But it is I who am the ritual, I am the sacrifice, I the offering to the ancestor, the healing herb, the transcendental chant, I am the butter and the fire and the offering. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So who is the ritual? Krishna himself is the ritual. Who is the sacrifice? Krishna. Who is the sacrifice? Who is the offering to the ancestor? And he is himself. Who is the healing of? He is himself, right? He is the transcendental chant. Transcendental Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Right? I am the butter. I am the butter. Whatever material energy you are putting, I am the butter. And the fire which is coming out, and the offering, whatever you are offering. right? So he sees everything, right? The aham kraturaham yagna. He says that I am everything, I am everywhere. The he one is saying, right? When he's saying the universal form is saying, so he is present everywhere, right? We know that as a Vibhu Atma, he is a Vibhu Atma. We are Anu Atma, small atomic particles, but he is the Vibhu Atma, infinite. So infinite. So he is present everywhere. Vibhu Atma. As a Paramatma, he is present everywhere. Right? 9.17. पिताहमस्य जगतो मता धता पितामह वेद्यं पवित्रम ओंकारा रक्षाम यजुरेव च. हरे कृष्ण. Translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also the Arche, the
Hare Krishna.
Sam, and the Yajur. Vedas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he's saying, I am the father of this universe. Pitaham Asya Jagato. Right? He is the father of this universe, right? He is the mother of this universe. He is the support system of this universe. He is the grandsire of this universe, right? I am the object of knowledge. He is to be known from all the Vedas. Aham sarveshara maybe vedyo, right? Sarvasya Ahamiva Vedo. He is from all the Vedas. He is to be known. So, object of knowledge is Krishna only. He is the purifier. From Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are being purified. So, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is purifying us. So, he becomes the purifier, right? And the syllable Om, the Om is the Lord Himself. That also purifies Him, right? So, He is the equivalent to Om. Om is the transcendental Om is Krishna Himself. I am also all the Vedas. He is the Veda. Right? He is the Veda. Sarvachachaham Adishanimishto Matasmatir Jnanamapuvanam cha Aham Sarvesaham Evavedo Vedanta Vitkeda Edam Aham. From him, everything has to be known. All the Vedas are coming from him. The Vedas, Sam, the Yajur, the Rig Veda, all the Vedas are coming from him only. Right? So seeing everything as a manifestation of the God, right? So we in the everyday life, if you want to see the Krishna, so we are here is saying we are discussing on the confidential knowledge. We have seen the basically opulences also, how to obtain the supreme in the seventh chapter, who is the in the seventh chapter, who is the absolute. Then in the eighth chapter, the eight questions were given by Arjuna and the answers were given, and how to attain him. Now we are discussing again about the Krishna himself, so we can know about the absolute. And where can we see him? Where can we see? Seeing everything as manifestation of God, right? So father, mother, support, grandchild, all these relationships in the material world are part and parcel of Krishna, which implies they are all Krishna. These relationships are Krishna. Datta implies creator or supporter, right? Purifier, that subject matter which helps us purify our constitution, portion is also Krishna, right? So we are getting purified by Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Omkara, transcendental sound vibration in all Vedic mantras is there for Krishna. When the starting, whatever mantra is there, starting is Om. Can anyone tell what mantras? Can anyone tell some mantras which starts with Om? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, yes, Madhuri, Hare Krishna.
It's Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yes, Madhuri.
Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Yes, Madhuri.
And Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Yes, Madhuri.
Om Bhur Bhur. Sorry, we can't say that.
Yes, Gayatri Mantra also, Mataji. Yes. So everything is starting with the Om, right, Mataji? All things are starting with the Om. So Omkar is the transcendental sound. It is the initiator. It is the initiation. Om Ganganapataya Namaha. Whatever, all the mantras starting with the Om. The initiator is the Om. It's a transcendental sound vibration because first the Supreme Lord is addressed, right? So all the Vedas, because all the hymns have Omkara, therefore it is Krishna, right? So all the whatever the mantras are there, it is having the Om, right? Because therefore it is Krishna, right? Supreme Lord. So in the material existence, we create different relationship with different living entities who are nothing but Krishna's margin energy, right? All the living entities are margin energy, right? So all belongs to Krishna under the creation of Prakriti. Some of them appear as our father, mother, grandfather, creator, etc. Right? Because every life you will have different father, every life you will have different mother. Every life you will have different grandfather, right? Different. So various, it will be changing again and again. So again and again it changes, right? But actually they are part and parcel of Krishna, because all are marginal energy of the Lord, right? So these relationship also Krishna himself. So what is the goal now? I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. Suhadam Sarva Bhutanam. He is the well-wisher and best friend of all the living entities. We have learned in the fifth chapter. I am the creation and annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place and the eternal seed. Right? So again and again he says he is the eternal Bijam Pitam. He is the eternal seed. He is the father. Just because some scorpion is coming out of rice, we cannot say that it is born out of rice, right? Some egg is there, some seed is there. So who's the seed? He is eternal seed. The Lord himself is the eternal seed. So he is the goal. Everyone has to reach him only. If one does not reach him, he will have miserable life. So if he is the reach, one needs to reach him. And what he has to do? Satatam kirtayanto smam, right? Always devoted to him, eternal servitor of the Lord. He needs to serve him. So that is the blissful life. The sustainer, he is the sustainer, everything is sustained. He is the master, he is the witness as Paramatma, he is the abode. The Krishna Loga is the abode, the refuge. The lotus feet of the Lord is the refuge, and the most dear friend, right? He is the only true friend. I am the creation and annihilation. He is the creation and the annihilation, right? 9.19. Oh Arjuna, I control heat, the rain, and the drought. I am immortality and I am also death personified. Both being and non-being are in me, right? So he controls the heat from the the sun god Viveshwan. He is created from the Lord only. He create, he controls the rain through Indra. He controls the drought through Prithvi, right? He controls the immortality, right? Immortality. He controls the death personality, Yamraja, right? So both being and non-being are in me, right? Or everything rests upon him only. He is the magician, right? So those who study the Vedas and drink the Soma juice seeking the heavenly planets worship me indirectly. Right? So if one is worshipping some else demigod or something else, what is happening basically? They are indirectly worshipping, because they are not worshipping the Lord, they are worshipping his other energies, the margin energies, the demigods they are worshipping, not the transcendental energies. They are not basically worshipping him directly. So those who study the Vedas, no, studying the Vedas is also worshipping the Lord. Drink Soma Jusa, seeking the heavenly planets, all in the heavenly planets, worship him indirectly. They take birth on the planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delights. Right? So they are indirectly worshipping, they go to the heaven. Right? So one wants to go to the heaven, but they are still into the cycle of birth and death. This cycle again and again one is going. Right? So you can go up or you can go down, but you are still into the cycle only, right? So if you go down, if you go up, it's up to us, but we want to leave this cycle, right? One is wanting to go to the heavenly planets. Yes, he can do all the pious activities, then he can go, but still the cycle is going on, right? When they have thus enjoyed heavenly sense pleasure, all the pious activities finish, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus through the Vedic principles they achieve only flickering happiness. Whatever happiness even on the earth we are having, it is all flickering happiness, right? Flickering happiness, coming and going, coming and going, right? It is not eternal, right? So we want eternal happiness. So if we want eternal happiness, so place we have to go to the eternal planet. Eternal planet is Goloka Vrindavan, right? Kunta planets, the eternal planets we need to go. To whom do we service? To whom do we associate with? Krishna, the eternal Krishna, the Lord, the Supreme Lord, right? So up and go one is coming up again, going down, going to the lower planets, going up to the higher planets. Right, the most confident 2021 results of demigod worship, karma kanda. Right, what happens with the demigod worship? One is basically worshipping for some house or some car, for some material desire is there, right? So that is a demigod worship, right? So worshipping Krishna indirectly, they perform yagna to get swarga, right? Some heavenly planets, when they acquire enough credits, they go there, goes to demigods planets, some loka will be there, enjoy lots of pleasure. Again coming down to the right, again coming down to the earth. Yeah. So we'll end here today. Hare Krishna. And there only. Hare Krishna. Any doubt till 21st shloka? Hare Krishna. Any questions? Any relations? Anything to share? Is the speed okay? Or is it very fast? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay.
Speed is okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji. So both are chanting. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Both have started chanting. Please chant, right?
I increased it, Prabhuji.
Hari
2
Bol
rounds
Mataji.
now.
Hari Bol Mataji. Because
Thank you.
I am saying this Mataji because in